welcome Vicki to run the show.
Thank you, everybody. So, the way I thought we'd do it is I'll introduce you, come up, you'll read your poem, and then you can read the other poets and tell what country they're from. Does that sound good? So, George, you want to start your poem, or do you want to? Okay.
I just talk.
All right. I'll go first then. So, I'll read my poem, and then I'll read somebody else's poem, if I happen. So, I'm going to write message poems, any kind of message. So, mine's really not a sea poem. It's called Across a Lifetime. This is a message to a girl on a London-bound flight. She has a fanny pack packed with her passport, British pound sterling, and a Britrail pass. She watches the sun rise over Greenland. Look at the map of this girl. There is not a wrinkle or crease on her atlas. She is unpinned, untouched. It is 1975, pre-Diana. She just knows she will marry a prince. Look at the dream of this girl shopping in Piccadilly Circus. Wasn't that Ringo getting into a taxi? See how she makes out with the Dutch boy in the pit during a Rod Stewart concert. In the evening fog of Whitechapel, she loses her voice. Jack the Ripper follows her. Is that relief or disappointment when the Shadow Man passes her by? Gaze at her delight in Carnaby Street. She expects her body to morph into Twiggies, even though she feasts on Devonshire cream. Watch the people stop her in the tube, ask to touch her frizz halo, wonder what exotic place she is from. View the girl as she comes this close to buying a ticket to Australia. The Aussies she meet tell her women are needed to teach, to nurse, to be mothers. Follow her to the American Express office, where she mails letters home and finds this message from herself. So I'm going to read Florence Cox from the UK, and her poem is Transmitting the Past, Foxhall, Suffolk. I passed the old transmitter masts, half demolished, standing by boxy World War huts in a frozen field surrounded by rusty barbed wire. I passed the last burial mound, the only one that has not been plowed up, honoring a warrior whose name was known 3,500 years ago, whose buried bones were later secretly disturbed, treasures stolen. I arrive at the garbage dump to chuck away my rusty ironing board that has lasted no time at all, and see a man about to tip a whole box full of 1930s china into the gaping dumpster. He sees my stricken face, and with barely more than a raised eyebrow, he solemnly posts the box into the trunk of my car while I fret about security cameras and wonder whether saving a little bit of past is really allowed. And that's from Florence Cox. Okay, so I'm going to bring up our next reader, Francine Witt, who she's a city poet, and she's going to read Sharon Anderson's poem. Sharon couldn't be here tonight. She had a family emergency, so she's going to read Sharon's message poem, and then she'll tell us who else she's going to be reading. Francine?